If you are looking at a hybrid right now and you have not seen this video, stop. Do not sign anything. One of the cars on this list loses over half its value in 3 years, and another one has a confirmed electric range of exactly 1 mile. These 10 models appear eco-smart in showrooms, but buyers are discovering painful financial surprises after purchase. Residual values are dropping faster than expected. Repair bills are mounting outside warranty. Owners are struggling to sell or trade. We examine 10 specific hybrid models raising serious concerns for UK buyers right now. Here is the list worth investigating before you sign anything. Number 1. The Peugeot 308 Hybrid. Depreciation on the plug-in hybrid variant tracks at or below the petrol version depending on spec, and residual data does not support the premium buyers expect from a hybrid badge. For a car that starts at approximately £30,000 new, that is a significant loss before you have done anything wrong. Buyers often expect a hybrid badge to hold its value better than a straight petrol. In this case, the data does not support that expectation. When something goes wrong, you are dealing with a system that requires both the combustion and electric sides to be diagnosed and repaired together. Independent garages report repair bills in the range of £2,500 to £4,500 once warranty expires. Parts delay. Across Stellantis brands, Peugeot, Vauxhall, Citroën have been reported at 6 to 10 weeks in some cases. That is 6 to 10 weeks without your car waiting on parts that should be on a shelf. Stellantis brands consistently rank below average in UK reliability surveys. Resale demand for the 308 trails the Volkswagen Golf and Ford Focus in the used market. The low demand directly suppresses the price you can achieve when you eventually sell. If the badge is the main draw, it is an expensive draw. The smarter alternative in this segment, the Volkswagen Golf plug-in hybrid, consistently outperforms the 308 on 3-year residuals and has a wider servicing network. Number 2. The Honda Jazz E HEV Crossstar. This one stings in a specific and largely avoidable way. Buyers attracted to hybrid efficiency are discovering the numbers only work if the purchase price is low enough. The Jazz Crossstar is not. Residual values land around 38 to 42% after 3 years, which sounds passable until you factor in that the car commands a meaningful premium over equivalent non-hybrid alternatives in the same segment. The fuel savings are real. The problem is that the initial cost premium takes years to recover, and the used market does not return that premium when you trade in. Independent hybrid labour on Honda systems runs at £130 an hour or more at specialist garages. Resale demand consistently trails cheaper alternatives in the same class. Total 3-year ownership cost, once you factor in purchase price, depreciation, and specialist servicing, regularly delivers an unwelcome surprise at trade-in. The Toyota Yaris Cross Hybrid starts lower, depreciates more gently, and carries one of the strongest reliability records in the segment. The ownership numbers work considerably better. Number 3. The Nissan Juke Hybrid. There are multiple confirmed recall actions against the Nissan Juke range registered with the Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency. The most significant for hybrid buyers is the Hybrid Electric Vehicle Control Module software recall, covering vehicles manufactured between the 16th of June and the 14th of December 2022. The fault is specific and serious. Pressing the brake and accelerator simultaneously can cause the control module to reset, which can lead to engine stumble or stall. This is a safety concern, not a comfort issue. Dealer backlogs for recall repair work have been reported. Transmission concerns have surfaced outside warranty on hybrid variants. Hybrid system faults have been documented consistently across owner forums. Any used Juke hybrid purchase should begin with a full Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency recall check and written confirmation from the seller that every outstanding action has been completed before any money changes hands. Number 10 has just 1 mile of confirmed electric range, verified in writing by 3 major outlets. Hit subscribe so you do not miss it. Number 4. The Honda CR-V e PHEV. Honda claims up to 50 miles of electric-only range under WLTP test conditions. Real-world performance typically lands around 40 miles, decent but short of the headline figure most buyers see in the brochure. The problem here is not the range. It is the purchase price doing serious damage from day one. The CR-VE PHEV starts at around £53,995 in the UK. That is a significant commitment for a family SUV, and the used market does not support it generously at the 3-year mark. Depreciation of 45 to 50% over 3 years is typical for this class at this price point. Complex plug-in hybrid drivetrain repairs outside warranty run £3,500 to £6,000 at main dealers. Insurance groups 36 to 40 per annual premiums at approximately £1,300 to £1,800. The ownership case is genuinely strong when the battery is charged and short journeys dominate. The total financial case, purchase premium weighed against residuals at 3 years, is considerably harder to justify when you lay the actual numbers side by side. Number 5. The Hyundai Tucson PHEV. In December 2025, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration issued recall campaign 25V893, covering over 51,000 Tucson vehicles from model year 2022 to 2024 in the United States. The cause was a Mobis-supplied tow hitch wiring harness installed with insufficient sealing, allowing water into the control module, which can create a risk of electrical short circuit and, in isolated cases, fire. Hyundai confirmed 3 fires in the American market before the recall was filed. This recall covers all affected Tucson variants with the optional tow hitch wiring harness, not exclusively the PHEV. This is a United States recall. UK buyers must go directly to the Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency register to confirm current UK-specific recall status before purchasing any Tucson. Do not assume a US recall automatically means equivalent UK action has been taken. Verify it yourself, directly, before purchase. Depreciation of 45 to 50% over 3 years is consistently reported. Battery management repairs outside warranty reach £3,500 to £6,000. Annual dealer maintenance costs £2,000 to £3,200. Confirm. All outstanding recall work has been completed and documented before signing. Number 6. The Audi A3 TFSI. The plug-in hybrid A3 shows much worse depreciation than the standard petrol version of the same car. Up to 55% value loss over 3 years, depending on specification, has been recorded on this model. At a new list price well above £30,000 in most plug-in hybrid configurations, that represents a very large absolute sum disappearing over a relatively short ownership window. Hybrid system faults, when out of warranty, are reported at £4,000 to £7,500 at franchise dealers. Audi specialist hybrid labour at main dealers runs at £140 to £165 per hour. Insurance groups 37 to 41 translate to approximately £1,400 to £1,900 per year. The A3 badge commands a real premium in the showroom. The used market does not return it, particularly on the plug-in hybrid variant, which carries more mechanical complexity, higher running costs, and a narrower pool of buyers willing to take on the out-of-warranty risk. The standard A3 holds its value better. The plug-in hybrid does not. Buyers wanting the A3 with more predictable long-term costs are better served by the standard 1.5 TFSI petrol, which holds value considerably more consistently. Number 7. The Mercedes A250e PHEV. This is where the numbers become genuinely alarming. The A250e can lose up to 55 to 58% of its value over 3 years. It is an entry-level Mercedes. It carries the full Mercedes cost structure without the residual resilience of the E-Class or S-Class above it. If the hybrid battery requires replacement outside of warranty, real UK owners have been quoted up to £15,000 for the part alone, before labour, which Mercedes franchise dealers charge at around £200 per hour. That is not a hypothetical. It is a documented figure from owners who have been through the process. Insurance Group 40 Plus, approximately £1,600 to £2,200 per year. Electrical system repairs outside warranty run £3,000 to £6,000. The A250e is a refined car when new and under warranty. The moment that warranty expires, the financial exposure changes sharply, and a growing number of owners are learning that lesson later than they should have. If the Mercedes badge is the priority, the C-Class or GLC hold their value with considerably more reliability, and the used market for those models is far deeper. Number 8. The Alfa Romeo Tonale PHEV. Alfa Romeo confirmed to Car and Driver that the Tonale plug-in hybrid has been dropped from the 2026 model year lineup in the United States. The model continues in other markets, including an updated PHEV version in Europe, but it has been discontinued in the United States market after just 2 model years on sale. At the time of this video, the UK Alfa Romeo website continues to list the Tonale PHEV, with model year 2024 clearance stock available while supplies last. Buyers considering that end-of-line stock should think carefully about what discontinuation in a major market signals for long-term parts availability, factory support, and future software updates. These are not abstract concerns, they are the practical realities of owning a car whose powertrain has been discontinued in key markets. Depreciation analysts forecast a 45 to 48% loss over 3 years. Alfa Romeo has appeared in owner reliability surveys with results that warrant careful scrutiny, so check the most current published data before committing. Buyers purchasing clearance stock should get parts and servicing commitments confirmed from the dealer in writing. Verbal assurances do not protect you when the car needs a warranty claim 2 years into ownership. Paper does. Number 9. The Peugeot 508 plug-in hybrid. This is a large plug-in hybrid saloon in a market that has largely moved past large plug-in hybrid saloons. The used buyer pool for the 508 is narrow, and a narrow buyer pool means weak price support when you eventually come to sell. Peugeot claims up to 42 miles of electric range under WLTP conditions. Real-world figures from extended owner tests consistently land around 30 miles, and in cold weather performance drops further still. The plug-in hybrid premium over the base petrol 508 sits at approximately £10,000. Complex plug-in hybrid system repairs outside warranty run £2,500 to £5,000. Meanwhile, the Volkswagen Passat plug-in hybrid claims over 60 miles of electric range, and the Skoda Superb plug-in claims over 80 miles at comparable price points. The 508's plug-in hardware is being outpaced on range by direct rivals, its segment is contracting, and used values reflect both realities at once. We have saved the worst for last. But before we reveal it, if this video has already saved you from a costly mistake, the best thing you can do right now is subscribe. We dig into exactly this kind of research every week so you can make smarter decisions on every car purchase. Hit subscribe, it is free, and you will not miss the next one. Number 10. The Subaru Forester e-Boxer, 1 mile. That is the confirmed electric-only range of the Subaru Forester e-Boxer, independently verified by Top Gear, Auto Express, and Driving Electric. Not 10 miles, not 5. 1 mile of electric-only capability at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour before the petrol engine takes over. Top Gear described the electric range as pointless. Driving Electric recorded that the engine re-engages with a jolt the moment you press the throttle, making the whole system feel closer to an advanced start-stop arrangement than a genuine hybrid powertrain. Auto Express reported real-world economy in the mid-30s miles per gallon during a test. A well-driven diesel crossover from several years ago could deliver comparable figures. That is what you are paying a hybrid premium to receive. The technology has been widely criticised as outdated against genuine hybrid rivals, and there is no meaningful dispute on that conclusion across the automotive press. Depreciation of 50 to 55% over 3 years is the typical outcome for this model. The Toyota RAV4 Hybrid delivers genuinely efficient hybrid performance, a smoother and more integrated system, and stronger residuals for similar or lower money. The Forester's off-road capability is legitimate. Its hybrid story is not. Buyers deserve to know the real difference. 1 mile of electric range is not a powertrain upgrade. It is a badge on a petrol car, and the resale market has already priced in that reality. Before you commit to any car on this list, run the Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency recall check first, every time. It is free. It takes 2 minutes, and it will tell you exactly what outstanding safety actions exist on any used vehicle before you hand over a deposit. Subscribe for more of this every week. We will see you on the next one.